Hello, my friend. It's been a while. How are you doing today? I just came back from a walk and I have not posted or recorded a video for quite some time now. And I was feeling like the energy was super stagnated, and one of my methods has always been going for a walk. It's been pouring rain absolutely all day, so I've spent no time outside. And I really had to convince myself that it was the right thing to do. So we did it. We went out, and while I was outside, I had this beautiful long internal chat in my mind. Oh gosh, I hope I have this right. I believe it was Robert, I believe. And if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. But Robert said to me, he was like, have you ever just like had these big speeches in your mind? Like almost like somebody was like writing a monologue, and just like all of these things come out, like you're having the speech. And I was like, oh my God, yes, all of the time. And I was giving a speech to you, to all of you who have been on this journey with me for the past 4 months. And I've been feeling super down and disappointed in myself for breaking my intention and not recording a video. And I was just expressing on this walk in my mind what I would say to you. And I just thought it was best that I would come on and just see what kind of comes out, because it feels like a lot has shifted in the last few days. And I knew, like, I believe the last video that I uploaded, I was like, something's shifted. I basically put storage in my filming space. I came out here, recorded a video, and I was like, oh yeah, it's so fresh, it's so new, it's all great. And then it just like, everything just stopped. I just knew something was happening. And I've been like working on this idea that I've had for this rebrand, and I had this new information where somebody said to me like, hey, like maybe, or I watched a reading on YouTube, and it just stuck with me. It wasn't a reading, it was like a speech by Brene Brown. And she was basically like, consider not putting everything out there. Consider that it's too much. Consider that your depth isn't meant for everyone. And I was like, oh, like that kind of makes sense. Like, kind of makes sense. But then I realized that that's kind of who I am. And like, don't get me wrong. There's some deep hidden things, I'm sure, within my being. But like, this opportunity has been for me to express myself in an authentic and vulnerable way. And I have to believe that the people that are here are meant to hear what I'm saying. And I was like getting down on myself because a lot of my thoughts, a lot of my opinions are not fully formed. Hey, buddy. And I come on here and I get to practice what I think that they are. And the more times I get to do that, the more times I think about what I'm saying and how it comes across and how it's taken in. Do you want some water? Come here. You know, my life is real. And I've been working on this, what I think is like a rebrand. And it's like me hiding behind the things I think I know, and like wanting to bring forth people that know more things about things than I do. And therefore I get to like preserve myself and like reflect my opinions upon other people based on like bringing them to the table. And now I'm sitting here and I'm like, what? That's probably not the way. Here, buddy. You know, I just feel so lost and confused a lot of the time. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. Thank you for being with me on a tour of my house. Here, buddy. I'm so happy you're here if you're here. And if you've been with me this entire time, oh my gosh, such a blessing. I wanted to say, I don't know, Troy, if you're listening, I listened to probably about the first 45 minutes of your stream on, it was Friday, right? Friday night? Yeah, it was your 2024 wrap up. It was so interesting getting to hear you, like, dare I say, command and lead a stream, and it was so interesting hearing your thoughts and opinions. And I have to say, a lot of the things were like over my head. It's not a world that I'm not super familiar with, but I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much for connecting with me, and I'm so happy that I get to also be a little bit a part of your world. So that was a lot of fun. So thank you. Dude, life's crazy, right? Like, how are you all feeling? I'm wondering, there's this, like, we're hovering right around the new year, right? And there's a few different like timings at play. So we just entered into the winter season, so we have this shift now into kind of like quiet rest and introspection, right? And then we have this new year, and we're bombarded with this idea of like new year, new me, and like, oh, I get this fresh start to do all of these things. And it's like littered with this idea that you have to like change yourself, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, I love growth, I love transformation, but I love it for transformation's sake and in due time. I don't love the forced intentionality of it. But then we also have a new moon, like at the exact same time. And that's technically the time to set intentions and to make wishes for the future and to, plant seeds. So there's all of this timing at play. And I have a song in my head, and I was going to look it up so that I had all the lyrics right. But in true Jess fashion, I just pressed record without doing the preparatory work. But it's this Lucy Dacus song, and it's been in my head for like the last week or so because, I broke my intention. I broke my vow. I didn't upload and record a video for the past couple of days. And so in this song, she's basically saying like, go back to school, go back to sleep, tell the secret you can't keep, break a vow, make a new one. And that's the line that's been in my head. And my vow was to, record and upload, and I broke it. And it's okay. That's okay. I'm a deep processor. I need a lot of time and space to think things through. And I hadn't really been able to do that. Like, I would come on camera and just kind of work through some of these things, but I didn't really have the time and space to think more deeply. And I had taken in this new information, and I was trying it on for size. And I was like trying to see what the path would look like if I went down this less personalized route, essentially. And I was trying it on for size. Because I feel like I don't know what to do in this way. Is this the content? Is this the Jess? Is this the way I want to do this? And it's not always pretty, and it's not always in front of a the right screen, and my house is a mess and I lost my space sort of, but here I am just walking around with a camera, and you know, there's that perfectionist side of me that is like, this isn't good enough. This is not what the people want to see. You are not the you're not it, girl. But hi, buddy. But I'm so happy to be doing this again. It's been a while. I feel like I have more to say, but I feel like that was a lot. So I'm gonna, yeah, I was gonna say, like, something else in my world happened, and I think that we'll leave that for another time, because I think that deserves its own time and space. So with that, my friends, I've missed you. I hope you're well. I hope you had a beautiful holidays with your family. Dawn, if you're listening, I'm sorry I didn't respond to your last comment, but I hope you're doing okay. 6 weeks is a long time. I hope you are home and you're able to rest, and I've been thinking about you. I am sending you my prayers, my thoughts, my wishes. I'm sending everyone. It's, at least in my world, a lot of people have been very, very sick. I was also very sick this past week or so. But I hope you're well. And if you're not, I'm thinking about you. Take good rest. Drink lots of fluids. Maybe take an immunity shot. Turmeric, ginger, pepper, a little bit of oil, orange, lemon. Blend it all up. Strain it. A little bit of cinnamon in there. Or you can make that into a tea. That's what was really helping me. Okay. I'll see you next time.